Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for your review. Chelsea 1, Dortmund 1. Now listen, we should have won that game. We should have actually won that game. We created the far better and clear-cut opportunities. You take a look at that Jackson, wonderful bit of link-up with Nkunku. On the left-hand side, it's a theme. It's a real theme of this pre-season to see Jackson pulling away to that left-hand side and combining, whether that be with Mudryk for that goal, that wonderful volley, whether it be with Nkunku for this moment where Nkunku, wonderful reverse pass into Jackson, wonderful hold-up play, lays it back off to Nkunku, they give and go, and then in the end it goes to Jackson, but he just goes too close to the keeper. But again, the movements, the patterns, it's consistent and clear on that left-hand side, and I think that's a real area of the pitch that we've really seen strength to strength, and we can see even when Mudryk came on, great confidence, Reece James switching that ball out to him, and a wonderful little Neymar-esque touch. That's the area of the pitch, that's the left-hand side that I see us really being very dangerous against Liverpool. We know they're very weak on their right-hand side defensively. We've seen Bayern Munich cut them up even in pre-season there. So I'm really happy with that side, and I'm seeing clear continuation between game to game patterns of play, and I'm loving it. So that is really good technically over there. We got to try and get that over on the right, because on the right hand side in this game again, we're not seeing enough, and it's Sterling again with the start. Pochettino did say after the match that this is a team that's pretty close to what he's planning on playing against Liverpool, and a lot of players got full game, and obviously some players that we wanted to come off the bench, they didn't come on. We didn't see Andre Santos, we didn't see Leslie, so it feels like a team that he's almost ready to play against Liverpool, bar maybe a signing or two, or maybe a couple of changes. But Sterling on that right hand side just didn't have the same fluidity, the same accuracy in his decision making. He was running with the ball but then ran into corridors or into alleyways, or just didn't have the decision making, didn't have the decisiveness to pick out somebody with the right weight of pass, the right timing of pass. And this is something that we've seen from Sterling all pre-season, sorry. So that has to end, that has to stop. Now for me personally, I don't think Sterling's done enough to play against Liverpool. I think I'd start with Ian Matson on the right hand side. He showed great composure to play over there previously, set up chances. He's even scored some goals in pre-season. He's had a wonderful way of passing. He's had a good spatial awareness, understanding the space, moving into it and picking the pass thereafter. I'd pick him, but it's up to Poch. Let's see what he goes with. I have a feeling though, if you're frustrated, I have a feeling he's playing Sterling into form, or he's playing Sterling into the bench. He's playing Sterling onto the bench, or he's playing him into form. And he's saying to Sterling, listen, I'm going to give you a fair shake here. I'm going to give you a chance, and it's up to you to perform. And if you don't, I'm going to bench you. But then you can't complain because I did give you a chance. So he's not coming in with any preconceived ideas. He's not coming in with any, prejudgment. He's saying, listen, you're experienced. You're one of the top players in terms of pedigree, in terms of CV, in terms of past history. I'm going to give you a chance. But if you don't take it, don't start bitching and moaning. I think that's a good way to take on this situation. Obviously, the youngsters are always going to be a lot more, patient in terms of their time and waiting for the opportunity. You can kind of deal with them as you need to. Of course, we want, meritocracy here. We want players to play on merit. So if Sterling, and he hasn't been playing very well in pre-season, then I'm hoping sooner rather than later he's going to put him on the bench, and it's either fix up or sit on the bench. And at this point for me against Liverpool, he's not in my team. So let's see what happens. But yeah, like I said, we had our chances, man. Jackson with that shot. Silva, probably the best player for Chelsea in the first half. Wonderful lofted pass over the top. It's something that we haven't seen from Enzo yet in pre-season. He's been a bit quiet, a bit disappointing. Kind of not very involved. I thought Gallagher was, if anything, the better midfielder today, just purely because he made more of an impact, at least off the ball, making interceptions, etc. I hope to see Enzo picked up quickly because we're going to need him against Liverpool. But Silva played this wonderful sweeping pass over the top, found Jackson, went round the goalkeeper, and unfortunately got underneath it and wide of the post. So listen, Jackson was really good today, just didn't have to finish. We should have, like I said, we should have beaten them 3-4-1, but we just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. Levi Colwill had a couple of opportunities as well. Big opportunity, the first one that he should have took, wide open net. Wonderful corners today, really good. And I think, listen, we've bought some pretty damn tall defenders, in the last couple of windows, especially from Monaco. So let's use the aerial height, the aerial advantage against teams this season. Let's start to see the old Chelsea where they used to bully, where they used to be, they used to be dominant, they used to be scary to come up against. Obviously we didn't get to see our Monaco centre-backs today, one injured, one too soon. But as the season goes on, I want to see them. And Levi Colwill is a threat in the air as well. Big guy. You've got Cassidy. Probably maybe won't stay, maybe will go out on loan, but there is some aerial, ability in the team. So let's get to using it. So if those deliveries can continue to be on point, then those situations are going to keep happening. We saw a goal for Silva as well. So listen, previously in previous games, so we're showing on set pieces that we can be better, which is good. I thought when Gusto came on, listen, Reece James made a really nasty tackle in that first half, and he got a yellow card. And if that was a competitive game, he could have potentially been sent off because it was quite a rash challenge. But Gusto comes on, and defensively again, he's just fantastic. The guy is dealing with people 1v1. He's very composed in his defending. He knows when to stand, he knows when to dive in, he knows when to put a foot in, when to stand off. He knows exactly what he's doing. Quality defender, and the competition on that side is just A1, absolutely A1. Chilwell was good today, he's decent. Didn't really stand out to me too much. Cucurella comes on, probably for conceding that goal for that corner, could have been better, but he didn't have many minutes. Lewis Hall comes on as well. There's a lot of competition over there. I feel like Chilwell's position is probably at the moment his first choice. I think if we had seen more from Lewis Hall in pre-season, maybe he would have been under more threat than maybe as opposed to Cucurella playing. But look, I think everybody on that side of the pitch, they understand the situation. There's a lot of competition, and we'll see how you do. But yeah, it was an okay game. It wasn't a great game, let's be honest. It's just nice to see that Chelsea have gone through pre-season unbeaten. First time since VS Burst in an 11-12. And even though, yes, we went a goal down, we still managed to get back into it with a goal. And it was a wonderful header. Assist from Enzo, unbelievable header from BURSTOW, of all people. When he scored, I was like, who? Are we sure? Who is that? Is that a fan? Who? Which, where, what? Wally? I wasn't sure. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure what was going on. But I rubbed the crust and dust out of my eyes. I woke up a little bit and I realised it was BURSTOW, and I'm happy for the kid. He's not going to play a part, but I'm happy for the kid. And fair play to him, because like I said, it was a wonderful header to kind of divert the ball in that direction, to angle yourself. It was very difficult, and he done it very well, so fair play to him. But we do need to sort out the striker situation and what we're doing with Broja, and if we're going to actually close the deal on Vlahovic, because we seem to have some doubt. And obviously midfield is clear and glaring and obvious. Despite Gallagher having a pretty good pre-season, fair play to him, we need to get Caicedo still in the door. For me, we need to bring balance to that midfield, and we're not going to get to see these guys in pre-season if these guys do come in. Obviously Sanchez for the goalkeeper position seems to be a thing as well, but let's at least have them on the squad, team sheet, bench, whatever it is for Liverpool, so we can go through and say, right, we're done now. We're moving on Lukaku, we're moving out Ziyech, we're moving out Hudson-Odoi, we've brought in who we need to bring in, we've loaned out who we need to loan out, we've closed the shop, we've closed the door, and we've done. And Poch is happy, we're happy, and we can go into next season, we can go into that Liverpool game better rather, knowing that, yeah, we're ready now, and there's no stress. Obviously, they're not going to be up to maybe match sharpness, or they're not going to be completely well gelled with the team because they haven't played in pre-season, but this is kind of like my last olive branch to say, okay, fine, no problem. If you can get it all, in some sort of, organised package for the Liverpool game, then we shall forgive you. So yeah, for me personally, still a lot to do, still a long way to go. I wanted to see Santos today. I would like to see Santos against Liverpool. I'd still prefer that. Him to be in the midfield, I think, is pretty damn crucial. I think that Liverpool press is going to be relentless, and I still don't want to see Gallagher in the first phase despite today. But yeah, like to see Santos in there. I need Enzo to step it up and fast. I think there'll be a behind closed doors game. Most likely there's 10 days in between, so I'm expecting that. We'll try to see what bits and pieces and what we can hear to kind of extract and take out from that. But you listen, it's behind closed for a reason. Behind closed doors, we're not going to see anything. And like I said, it's the signings as well. So we've got a lot to do. We haven't got much time, but it's been a very good pre-season. There's been a clear press from the front. The players have worked their arse off, pressing from the front, all of them. There's been nobody straggling behind in that regard. Maybe that is the potential hold up on Vlahovic, and why maybe some people in the board are for and against. He doesn't press particularly impressively, so that is something that he'll have to bring to his game for sure. I think the technical side, Poch will look to develop and improve. He's still young. The injury side, that's down to Jesus Perez and the fitness coaches to fix. But in terms of the work rate off the ball, that's something you've got to bring, because Pochettino has built this kind of structure, and it's very compact. It's very, very, the structure's clear. It's not just individuals just darting out randomly. Everybody's going together and doing a very good job as such. So you're going to need to contribute to that and bring that too. So yeah, listen, that's enough. That's enough rambling. That's the wrap up to pre-season. I'm seeing little things here and there. I'm seeing things. There's some things I definitely still want to see, especially down the right hand side. But that can come if Sterling doesn't do it. Then Angelo Madueke, when he comes back from injury, there's options. So let's see. But yeah, left hand side, there's clear patterns. Defensively, it's actually not too bad, apart from little brain farts against Brighton, and obviously the attack. Jackson and Cuckoo looking sharp, looking clean, looking crisp. Good press. The basics, the foundations are there. There's definitely more to build on, but we're a hell of a lot better than we were last pre-season. So I'm pretty happy. Smash up the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. In a bit, people. Peace.
Thank you.